Dear students, welcome to all. I am P. Manivannan, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Government College of Engineering, Srirangam, Tiruchirappalli. In this video, we talk about algebra and number theory for the third year CSE department. I will discuss the chapter unit number 2, finite field and polynomials. Now, in this paper, the objectives are to introduce the basic notions of groups, rings, field, which will then be used to solve related problems. It is the objective for the first unit. In the second unit, to introduce and apply the concepts of rings, finite field, and polynomials. These are the syllabus. Unit 1, groups and rings. Group definition, properties, homomorphism, isomorphism, cyclic group, cosets, Lagrange's theorem. In rings, the definition, subrings, integral domain, field, integer modulo n, ring homomorphisms are discussed in the unit number 2. I will discuss the unit number 2, finite field and polynomials. In this portion, in the ring part, here we will discuss polynomial ring, irreducible polynomial over finite field, and factorization of polynomial over finite field. This is the my topic. Now, the textbook is Grimaldi RP and Ramana BV, Discrete and Complementary Mathematics. The reference book is Liddell and Pitch, Applied Abstract Algebra. These are the previous result in the unit number 1. Ring. What is a ring? Ring is denoted as R, plus, dot. Consists a non-empty set R, where R plus is an abelian group. What is an abelian group? We will discuss later. Okay. R plus, dot is a ring when R plus is an abelian group. R, dot is closed under associative operation. That means R, dot is semi-group. The first condition and the second condition. First condition is closed. Second condition is associative. First two conditions are satisfied. Then it is called semi-group. Then two distributive laws under addition and multiplication. A dot B plus C equal to A dot B plus A dot C. A multiply with inside. Similarly, B plus C into A equal to BA plus CA. For all A, B, C belongs to R, we write AB for A dot B. It is called ring. Now, what is an abelian group? R plus is an abelian group under the addition, under the operator addition. The closure law. A comma B belongs to R, then A plus B belongs to R. It is called closure. Then associative. A, B, C belongs to R, then the associative law is A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. The additive identity. Additive identity is 0. 0 will be belongs to R. And for all A belongs to R, A plus 0 equal to A equal to 0 plus A. Then it is called 0 is an additive identity of the group. Then additive inverse. What is the additive inverse? Some element plus A is equal to 0, then the some element is called the additive inverse of A. Here, for each A belongs to R, there exists an additive inverse minus A belongs to R such that A plus minus A equal to minus A plus a equal to 0. 0 will be the additive identity. Here first four conditions will be satisfied, then it is called group. Here it is an abelian group, so the fifth one condition is commutative. For all a comma b belongs to R, a plus b equal to b plus a, then the group R comma plus is an abelian group since five conditions are satisfied. Then R comma dot will be a semi group or closed under associative. First one, the closure condition will be satisfied under multiplication dot. Yes, all a comma b belongs to R, a dot b belongs to R. It is closure condition. The associative condition is a dot b dot c equal to a dot b dot c. Here b dot c is inner, here a dot b is inner side, so it is called associative. Then these two conditions are satisfied, then R comma dot D is called semi group. Then the distributive laws, the multiplication is left distributive over addition in R. The multiplication is left distributive, the left side is multiplication over the addition, that means inside is plus symbol. So a dot b plus c equal to a dot b plus a dot c. Here a dot is multiplied to inside. It is called multiplication is left distributive. Then multiplication is right distributive over addition in R is a plus b dot c equal to a dot c plus b dot c. It is called distributive laws. So these conditions are satisfied, then R comma plus comma dot will be an ring. Yes. Then what is an commutative ring? Now R comma plus comma dot be a ring. Then we already know R comma plus is an abelian, R comma dot is an semigroup. Here the commutative condition is satisfied under multiplication. Then the ring R is said to be commutative ring. It is said to be commutative ring. What is the condition? A dot B equal to B dot A. Then it is called commutative ring. Then zero divisor. What is a zero divisor? Let R be a ring. A non-zero element A belongs to R is the zero divisor in R. If there is a non-zero element B belongs to R for which A dot B equal to 0 or B dot A equal to 0. To non-zero element multiplication will be 0. Then the ring is said to be with zero divisor. The ring with zero divisors. Sometimes we denote the 0 is the additive identity. Additive identity is denoted by Z. Then the ring R is said to have no proper divisors of 0. No proper divisors of 0. If for all a comma b belongs to R, AB equal to Z implies either A equal to Z or B equal to Z. The ring is said to have no proper divisors of 0. No proper divisors of 0 is either A is 0 or B is 0 when AB is 0. 0 means here Z. 0 is the additive identity, either 0 or Z. We will denote here. It is the 0 divisor. Then an example here. In Z6 we have 2 int 3, not 2 3 dot 2 into 3, 2 into 3 is 6, under the module 6 again divided by 6, so it is will be 0. 2 into 6, not 2 into 3 dot. Okay. 2 dot 3 is 0 here. 2 and 3 are non-zero numbers, so 2 and 3 are the zero divisors of the ring Z6. Here 2 is neither zero element, B is non-zero element, but its multiplication will be 0 since 2 into 3 is 0. So 2 and 3 are the zero divisors of the ring Z6. Here the ring is Z6. What is Z6? Z6 is the congruence modular classes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the numbers in the integer form, we will reduce it to 6 classes. That's all. 0th class 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 6 is again 0, 7 is 1 and etc. We already know that result. Then what is ring with unity? The unity is called the additive identity, not here multiplicative identity. Here if an element u belongs to R is such that u is not equal to 0th element, that means not equal to additive identity. It is different between multiplicative identity and additive identity, or must be different. And AU equal to UA equal to A, here multiplication, so U is eliminated, so then U is called unity or multiplicative identity of R. Here R is called ring with unity, since the ring is have unity element, so the ring is called ring with unity. Okay. Then unit of R. What are the unit of R? Let R be a ring with unity U. If A belongs to R and there exists B belongs to R such that AB equal to BA equal to U. We have unit element, but two different element multiplication will be U. Then B is called the multiplicative inverse of either A and B are same or different in anyhow. Then B is called the multiplicative inverse of A, and A is called a unit of R. Some two elements multiplication is unity, then that elements are called the unit of the ring. Here B is also a unit of ring. Then we shall see that if a ring element does have a multiplicative inverse, then it has only one such inverse. Multiplicative inverse is only one, so it is unique. In the meantime, we will examine two special kinds of ring structures. What are the two different type of ring structures? The first one is integral domain. What is integral domain? Let R be an commutative ring with unity. Ring. What is ring? R comma plus is an abelian group. Yes. Then R comma dot is a semi-group. Good. Then under multiplication and addition is distributive law satisfied. So then it is called ring. Then the another condition, another one more condition, commutative ring. What is commutative ring? Commutative under multiplication. Then what is unity? The multiplicative identity. So which one is remaining one? The inverse. Yes. Here except the inverse, it is R comma plus is abelian, R comma dot is group, but not a group. Why? Here multiplicative inverse is not defined here. Yes, the commutative ring with unity only we assume. Then R is called an integral domain if R has no proper divisors of 0. No proper divisors of 0. That means two non-zero numbers multiplication must not equal to 0. So it is called no proper divisors of 0. That is, an integral domain is a commutative ring with unity and no zero divisors. That means no proper divisors of 0, also called no zero divisors. No zero divisors. It is called an integral domain. Integral domain is a commutative ring with unity and no non-zero divisors. Then another one ring structure is field. Let R be a commutative ring with unity. Then R is called a field when every non-zero element of R is a unit. Every non-zero element is a unit. That means every non-zero element have its multiplicative inverse. So in field R comma plus is abelian and also R comma dot is also abelian and distributive laws are satisfied. Then the ring is called field. But integral domain, the multiplicative inverse is not defined here. Here the zero divisors are implemented here. Then what are the important results? Every field is an integral domain. Every field is an integral domain. That means multiplicative inverse exists. Then there is no zero divisors. Every field is an integral domain. A finite integral domain is a field. Not all the integral domains are not field. Finite integral domain is a field. It is an important result. The proof is in the first unit. For every prime p is at p. That means integer modulo, the ring of integers modulo p is a field for every prime number. Non-prime number need not be a field. The ring Zn is a field if and only if n is a prime number. It is a prime number, then Zn is a field. Let A belongs to Zn be non-zero, where n belongs to n. That means any number. Then A is either zero divisor or an unit. It is a result. Okay. These are the basic results for the unit number 2. These results are discussed in the unit number 1. This result must be used in the unit number 2. Now we will go to the unit number 2. What is this unit? Finite field and polynomials. Polynomial ring, irreducible polynomial over finite field, factorization of polynomial over finite field. Now we already know the polynomials with integer coefficients, rational coefficients and real coefficients. A polynomial is an expression in the form of a naught plus a1x plus a2x square plus etc. an x power n, either in this direction or backward direction. Anyhow, it is a polynomial when where n is non-negative, n is only positive or here x power 0. So n must be non-negative. A naught, A1, etc. An are integers, either rational or real numbers. Integers are rationals. Rationals are real numbers. Here we will discuss the real polynomial or rational polynomial or integer polynomial. We will use the letters for the coefficients according to the coefficients. The polynomial is discussed here. Then x in indeterminate. What is the x indeterminate? The variable x is called indeterminate. In order to introduce the formal concepts of a polynomial with coefficients in R, we let x denote an indeterminate. That is a formal symbol for an element, not an element of the ring R. Here, x is not an element of the ring R. The coefficients are the elements of the ring, not x. Here, the polynomial ring. The rings, yes. Given a ring r comma plus comma dot, an expression of the form f of x equal to a naught x power n plus a n minus 1 x power n minus 1 plus etc. plus a1 x power 1 plus a naught x naught, either in this way or backside, where a I belongs to r. That means the coefficients a naught, that is a naught, a1, etc. an, all the ais are belongs to r. What is r? R is the ring for all I in the interval 0 to n. It's called polynomial in the indeterminate x with coefficients from r. The coefficients are all are coming from the ring r. It is called polynomial. What is the leading coefficient and degree? If an is not the zero element of R, that means an is not equal to 0. What is the zero element? The additive identity is called zero element. If in simple way we say an is non-zero in the real number systems, we think an is non-zero. That means a is not the zero element of R. Then an is called the leading coefficient of f of x. Why? The maximum power is x power n. Its coefficient is leading coefficient. We say that f of x has degree n, x power n. So, hence, the degree of the polynomial is the highest power of x that occurs in the summand of the polynomial. That means in the summation of the polynomial. The highest power is x power n. So the power value is n. It is called the degree of the polynomial. Its coefficient is called the leading coefficient. What is constant or constant term? Here the constant is a naught x power 0. We already know x power 0 is 1. So here x term is not available here. So it is called constant. So the term a naught x power n is called the constant or constant term of the polynomial f of x. notation. We write degree of f of x equal to n, x power 0 equal to 1. A naught is called the constant term of f of x. Here r of x, r of x, to represent the set of all polynomials, set of the all polynomials in the indeterminate x with coefficients from R. The set of all polynomial is called the polynomial ring R of x. Then what is an equal polynomial? What is an equal polynomial? Let f of x equal to a n x power n, a n minus 1 x power n minus 1 plus etc. a1 x power 1 plus a naught x power naught. Then g of and g of x equal to here x power n, here power m. So bm minus 1 x power m minus 1 plus etc. plus b1 x1 plus b naught x naught be any two polynomials in x over R. Then f of x equal to g of x. Then that is the two polynomials are equal only if m equal to n. That means these two maximum powers must be equal, m equal to n, and also every coefficient must be equal. So ai equal to bi for all 0 less than or equal to I less than or equal to n. Then the two polynomials are called equal polynomials. Then what is the zero polynomial? If z is the zero element of the ring R. What is the zero element? Additive identity. Z is the zero element of the ring R. Then the zero polynomial is z into x power 0. In some ring, the zero element need not be 0. So we use the letter z for the zero element. So z into x power 0 equal to z is also the zero element of R of x and is said to have no degree. Why here degree is 0? So it have no degree and no leading coefficient. No leading coefficient here. It is called the zero element. So it is called the zero polynomial. If z is the zero element of R, then the zero polynomial z x power 0 equal to z is also the zero element of the R of x. The ring or the zero element is z. In R of x, the zero element is also z, which is known as zero polynomial. It is said to have no degree and no leading coefficients. Then what is the constant polynomial? A polynomial over R that is the zero element, polynomial over R that is the zero element or the of degree 0 is called constant polynomial. For example, 5x power 0 over z7 has degree 0. The leading coefficient is 5. Is a constant polynomial. Is a constant polynomial. Here 5 is not the zero element of z7. So it is called the constant polynomial. If here put 0, then it is called zero polynomial under the integer modulo 7. Okay, it is called constant polynomial. What are the other constant polynomial? In Z7, what are the elements in Z7? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 0, if we put 0, then it is called 0 polynomial. The other elements are called constant polynomials. Here, consider the ring R equal to Z6, comma, plus, comma, dot. The expression 5x square plus 3x power 1 minus 2x power 0 is a polynomial of degree 2. Why it is polynomial of degree 2? The highest power of x is 2. So it is the polynomial of degree 2. And its coefficient, highest power coefficient is 5. So the leading coefficient is 5. What is the constant term? The x power 0 is called the constant term. So minus 2x power 0 is called the constant term. Then, as before, we are using a to denote the integer modulo a in Z6. This polynomial may be also written as 5x square plus 3x power 1. We will use some another value for this minus 2. It is 4. Why? We already known minus 2, it is the negative value. So we change it to positive by adding 6. What is the minus 2 plus 6? It is 4. And also it is equal to 4 plus 6. It is equal to 10. Yes. Either here we will put here 4 or 10. These polynomials are must be same values. Here minus 2 we will substitute the value by 4. It is an example for the polynomial. Now we will move to the addition and multiplication of the polynomial in R of X, the collection of polynomials.